is Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Jets. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Watch the run, watch the run. 57's Mike, Mike 57. And let's pin the meter.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Why did he stop? Why did he push you? Why didn't he just keep running? That makes no sense.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they want to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone.
I had it. I don't know why he didn't keep running.
We don't have our cool down turned on.
Second and 10 from the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll
Oh wow. Overthrow like a motherfucker.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I'm going to come and go.
On 4th down,
Oh, I'm
Joseph
going to lose
Charlton
myself.
on to punt. On the return, Johnson. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. That's caught right side by Mims. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Wilson to Mims for a New York 1st. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hardy, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What?
From where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or
No
so
shot.
short. It'll be called a gain of 2.
Oh,
and that'll leave him
God.
with some options here on 4th and inches.
I don't like it.
Before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's hauled in by Hardy. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go, here we go. 16 outlaw. Tone, fellas, let's set a tone. I said it, let's go. 21, check my 21.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this one complete again to Mims. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Got 3 down. Hey, check my 33.
Wilson. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out. Oh, this is blocked.
I knew it. God dang it, Allen.
Be able to bring this one back.
Oh, my God. Good block. I hate when that slows down, you know, it's what's coming.
We had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike 19, Mike 19.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. 6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go. Do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ashton Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, the big play could result for the offense.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going
I can't catch the ball inbounds. What the fuck?
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate
It's the
when I say
second time I beat him off the fucking ball and I can't get him to fucking catch it.
Starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold.
Good block. Way to fucking block him, 75.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Didn't even try. Fucking rushing 3. Can't even fucking block him.
Cincinnati in the 2020 season. He was a 3-down player for the first time in his career last year. Now he gets to work with new Jets head coach Robert Saleh, hoping to double those numbers and getting the quarterback on the ground.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. They'll get another shot here with 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is.
God damn, I got a long way to go.
Is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Mike, check 33. 33. Coming for you.
shotgun. Wilson. And he knocks the ball away.
Did that give you the animation to jump?
He was trying
Yeah.
to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
But they didn't catch it.
From second to third down.
They didn't catch it.
They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make our score 9-0. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Darnold from the gun. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got
Good
it.
play.
And they're able to get this one across.
I thought I had the pick.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that
He
pickup.
undercut me.
57, 57. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Shift, shift. Switch, switch, switch.
Darnold down to throw.
I didn't even see him.
It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Darnold.
Or, you know, just don't try to catch it. That's cool, too.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Man up, deep. Man up, deep. Switch, switch. Shift, shift. Check 27.
To the air again, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check, check, check. Ready.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Check 533. Check 533. Pick it up. Mike, check 33. Hey, that's trash. That's trash.
Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Move. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Mike 20. Watch the run.
Here's Darnold.
Here we go.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's the Panthers.
I didn't know you had Trimble.
He's been terrific so far.
Yeah, he's a Carolina player.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Johnson on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's get it together, defense. Go! Hey, check Mike 20. Lock it. Check Mike 21. Watch the run.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be
Stay in bounds. Oh my God.
I gotta get me a tight end.
He's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog. That's the way. 57 the Mike. 57 the Mike.
Now it's Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
They got rid of your guy?
We cut Joey Slow. He's a Texan.
Huh?
He's a Texan now.
Coach ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll buy some time right.
How did I not pick that? Oh my God.
Get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. And
holy
nice
shit.
Even though it was complete.
And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
I smell you. God damn, dude.
Derek Brown, man.
You know, fuck. What am I supposed to do with that?
Can't do anything.
That ain't your problem, right?
I can't play offense. I gotta play defense, man.
But damn who you are, man. You're not doing anything when they come to the line like that.
Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Hardy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rush in. Check 52. Kill.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 29, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is It's caught. It's Davis.
That's not the route I expected him to run.
Right around the 10.
I never run a C route, man. That was
in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks
the only
up a
time I
first
really get
down.
to try this shit against you sons of bitches, because you know everything I'm gonna do.
Ready. 33. I'm coming. I'm here out. I'm coming. Whip. Watch the whip.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
What a big 2020 for Hassan Reddick. Really emerged on the scene as he tied for 4th in the NFL with a career high 12 and a half.
It all starts with that son of a bitch, Jay West.
Ended up signing with the Carolina Panthers in March, a team that was 23rd in sacks in 2020.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Check safety.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes him manageable now.
Yeah, he is marked down.
What?
On top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we
I'm
go
gonna throw
down.
up. Alright. Don't do nothing stupid.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
There go Mike 20. Young lady. Hey, what's the ball? Hey, Mike 20.
Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. He's got
What?
it complete. And deep.
Okay.
Jets territory. Take him down.
Shit.
I thought Derwin James picked it. I didn't. He came out of nowhere, dude. He
I
wasn't
think
there.
it was Eccles that was back there, man.
I thought I had beat Eccles initially.
Oh, boys. Boys and girls. Boys and girls.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
There go Mike 20.
To throw is Darnold.
Good block. Hey, good fucking block, 75. Way to just fucking block somebody. Not even fucking trying, dude. Jesus Christ, you suck.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, that caught by Tremble. And he's brought down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Mike 57, Mike 57. And let's get this, Out.
Is in. Touchdown, Carolina. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st down, it's Harding, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put that team on the bus. You go tight. You got tight. Fan. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Good defense. Good defense.
Elijah Moore. His first
He didn't fucking cover Mims. He was fucking manned up on Mims and didn't cover him.
Add on to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Real side.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The throwing here to start the drive is
fucking catching everything.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Darnold on first down. Flush to his right. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
Mike 19, Mike 19. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Going back to Marshall. He's got him again.
What's the point of throwing a screen if they're not going to fucking block, dude?
To the 7. It'll go as a
None of them tried to block.
Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete.
Come on, man.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it.
Oh, God. Good shit.
Thank you.
We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing in football. Mix it up. Now the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit.
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go.
Darnold.
Are you kidding me? That's how I'm going to fucking lose the game. Come on, man. Oh.
This defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. It gave them a comfortable lead.
They do tackle
All that
the
work
extra
for
point
fucking
as well.
nothing.
And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Darnold to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, come on, DJ.
Took a shot. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's third down.
Dude, Sam Darnold fucking sucks.
Game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. He can't get him down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Mike 20. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. Oh, you got deep? Check. Check hot route.
Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it.
Jesus.
On the sideline. 30 yards there.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent.
Good shit, dude.
And that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Let me lay down or take it.
No, you take it.
Going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one could be important, as that makes us a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
What the fuck?
And the
Can't even fucking get a play off,
A
man.
timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Mike 20, man. I'm coming.
One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 37. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
I'll say this, Alan. I don't know what you were doing with Moore,
Oh, man, so much to look forward to.
but I have not faced anybody on comp that was getting that shit like you were.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can go back and watch it or what, but dude, he was fucking amazing.
He was a beast.
To take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Carolina,
The only person,
they
man.
go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles
Good
Davis.
day, man.
Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Well, you got first one free on Sam Darnold. Did you go ahead and set his abilities up?
No, I didn't.
The run game was shit. I was like so excited about that guy.